G'day, and today I'm going to be working on the dashboard of the car. The flood actually didn't do a great deal of damage to it. The sitting in the sun for 30 odd years actually has done damage to it, and yeah, the vinyl's starting to come off in places. It's a bit rough. It's got a couple of really big cracks there, as you can see, and that big hole in the front there, that is where, well, car manufacturers thought that you only needed one silly, crappy, paper coned speaker sitting in your dash to listen to your AM radio. So that's what was in there, a beautiful speaker, which I'm going to intend on covering up for sure, because yeah, there's no way in the world I'm putting a bloody speaker back in there, so it might as well not be in there at all. So the first thing we're doing was just cleaning up all the vinyl and all the rough bits on it and stuff like that. It's got some pretty crappy bits, and where I've pulled out the dash cluster several times before over the years, because it's gone through a few clusters. It's cracked the vinyl and ripped it, and it looks pretty shit, really. So yeah, we're just going to sand all that down, and we're just going to clean her all up and see how she goes. To make sure our bog's going to stick, we're just going to go over it with some 80 grit on the random, and that'll also get some mud off it too while you're at it. So that's probably the easiest way to bloody do it. Just give it all a scuff, give it a good clean up, and go over it with some acetone. And a bit of a word of warning that yeah, if you've got any cuts on your hands, make sure you tip a lot of acetone in them, because it feels real good. Yes, and while you're at it, get the lemon juice and salt out. Got a couple of good cuts on my hands, and poured some acetone on them, and sort of yeah, bloody almost hit the roof. So this this bog we're using here, this is fiberglass filler. It's got fiberglass bloody fibers in it. It's really tough. I actually noticed when I went to the paint shop the other day, they've got bog now with carbon fibre pieces in them as well. I thought that was pretty cool, and it was fairly decent price. The only thing I don't like about this stuff is, well, one, it's a pain in the ass to use, and two, it doesn't bloody change colour when you put your hardener in. Any other decent stuff, it changes colour for you, so you know how well you've mixed it. But yeah, not this one. So we're just going to smother this all in our crack, and shit, I got a dirty mind. We're just gonna fill our crack full of this shit, because you want shit in your crack, obviously. And once I've cleaned it up with a bit of acetone and stuff like that, then we can actually just quickly go around and take off any extra, because well, it's about 40 degrees here, and this stuff hardens real bloody fast. So as you can see, bang, look at that, it's as hard as a freaking rock already. So it's sort of softish, so it's sort of like a cake at the moment. Just go over and clean up any bits, so that'll save you having to stuff around too much once it gets hard as a bloody rock. So I've got a bit of 1mm steel here, but I decided the best way to get this in and stick it would be to pop rivet. Otherwise, if I try and weld it, well, all the foam's going to go up in flames, and you know, it's going to be shit. So yeah, I thought that'd probably be the best idea. So we'll just go around and drill some 3mm holes in it, and chuck some little pop rivets in it, and yeah, hold it in place so we can put some bog and stuff over the top. I was thinking that's probably about the best idea, the best way to do it. I could have just, I don't know, I could have done a lot of things, I suppose. Could have chucked a bloody piece of wood in there or something like that, but I'd rather it be steel. The rest of the dashboard's steel anyway underneath, and it's about that thickness. As you can see, looks alright. It's not too bad. I'm just going to chuck some acetone on her. Make sure